What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. As we approach the worldwide reveal for Modern Warfare 3, I think it's important that we bring up a faction of the Call of Duty community that gets often neglected, especially right now just because they're not as active. And that is, of course, the CDL, the Call of Duty League, the esports league that Call of Duty is built from the ground up. Now, I understand that this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. I understand that there's going to be some people that despise the Call of Duty League and pro players. I understand that there's going to be some people that this video does not entice them because they already love the CDL. And there's probably some players who don't even know it exists. There's probably some that are watching this video that just don't care. And that's totally fine. But what I want to see from Call of Duty is them doing more to integrate the CDL into their games. Promote it more in-game. Remember, you own the trademarks. You don't have to pay somebody to promote on their game. You can promote your own brand on your game, and I only see this as a net positive. How many of you knew when a major was going on, or when a tournament in general was going on? Probably pretty rarely, unless you're on Reddit, YouTube, or Twitter on a regular basis, unless you're already a member of the CDL community. But for the majority of players, for the casual players, they don't know what's going on. Sure, they see the skins in game, but they don't really know what it means. They have no attachment. And what I'd like to see is more attachment to that. And I don't know necessarily the master plan on how to work it out, but I think being able to integrate more of a community feel within the game would help a lot. Being able to have more exposure would go a long way. Allowing new players to understand what the CDL is, who the teams are, what game modes they play, what the schedule looks like, all that stuff would be great for the community to grow. I want to see CDL grow. I want to see it evolve. But I think that there needs to be more integration from Sledgehammer to promote it within Modern Warfare 3. And I don't think it's asking too much for Sledgehammer to do this. I think it's mutually beneficial for everybody involved, whether it's Sledgehammer themselves, the CDL, or the casual player base. The reason for this is you get a little bit more attachment to your game, which is great for everybody, because if you're more attached to Call of Duty wins because you're going to spend money. If you're more attached to a pro team, you're going to spend money on merch. You're going to watch the players' streams. You're going to watch the events, which in turn makes Call of Duty more money, makes the players more money. And on top of it, you're going to be entertained. So you're benefiting from it too. And you're going to grow even more attachment to Call of Duty, which is going to lead you to play more. And it's just a win-win for everybody involved. So why is it that they haven't done it yet? And I think it's because they don't think of it as a huge opportunity like it is. I think they look at it as a necessity to have, but not something that they need to nurture and grow. Because they look at other esports leagues and they say, you know what? Call of Duty is doing just fine. We'll let it kind of self-grow. We'll let it self-govern. We don't really need to do much. But if they promoted it more in game, if they integrated more of that community feel and aspect into the game, I think you'd get more people behind it. You know, it wasn't that long ago. I talk about it from time to time. But 10 years ago, COD Champs 2013, Freako Impact, and I think Envious, I could be wrong about who they played, made for some of the best Call of Duty I think we've ever seen during the Black Ops 2 era. And yes, Black Ops 2 was a fantastic game, and that helped for sure. But the drama leading up into that finals match was incredible. And the fact that I remember it 10 years later has to tell you something. There is potential here to have long-lasting effects on the community and on people. The drama is what sells your sport. You need to lean into it more. You need to create those personalities. You need to create the triumphs, the underdogs, the favorites. That's the important thing here for the CDL. They need to push these personalities more. The fact that I remember 2013's COD Champs and can't tell you who won last year for Modern Warfare 2 has to strike you as odd. Even though I didn't watch a ton of Modern Warfare 2, I still know the teams. I think New York Subliners won, but I don't know. And for some of you, you don't even know who they are. And that's problematic to itself. But regardless of that, the main reason why I brought up the 2013 COD Champs is the way that the reaction on Twitter, YouTube, and in-game was at the time was incredible. It was something to be remembered. You were there. You were able to watch it. It was like when Drake played Fortnite with Ninja. You were there. You were able to watch it. It was something monumental. And the fact that Call of Duty has never really tried to grab that again is disappointing, to say the least, because there is a market here for professional Call of Duty viewers. There is a market here to integrate some of your players into becoming hardcore fans of the CDL. It's not going to be for everybody, and you don't have to pretend it is. All you have to do is try to self-promote it a little bit more, push it a little bit more, drive more people to even know it exists. Because for a lot of times, you don't know when the events are happening. You don't know the importance of the events. What does it mean if a team wins a major? What does it mean? What does COD Champs mean? How does COD Champs work? How do you qualify? All these things matter. How do you even get to the COD, to the CDL, right? Educating more players on that starts with integration, starts with making it a priority to grow this league, making it a priority to grow this community. I know I'm not alone in my love for the CDL. I know it has fans, but I'd like to see more fans. I'd like to see compounding growth year over year. I'd like to see more teams get into the CDL. I'd like to see the CDL evolve and grow, take risks. Does this sound like I'm talking about Call of Duty? Oh my God. The parallels between the CDL and the game itself is pretty hilarious. But I want this for the CDL. I want it to be prosperous. I want it to be great. I want it to be the best esports league out there. I think it has the potential. I think it has one of the strongest games behind it, strongest IPs at least with Call of Duty. So it's up to the developer to obviously work with the pro players, and I think it's up to the publisher and the developer to work on how to best promote this so you can get more eyeballs on it, so you can get more investment from other companies on it. If you get big title sponsors, that generates more revenue. More revenue allows for bigger prizes, which allows for potential more reach, and then you can advertise it even more, and then it can be a bigger deal. So I'm going to finish this off with just some ideas that I have for growing the CDL and having a better integration within the game. Is you can pick a CDL team from the get-go. When you start up your game, when you start up Modern Warfare 3, you're like, I choose the New York Subliners. So your challenges are curated for you to earn New York Subliner cosmetics for completing these challenges. Something simple like that. And then if you were able to grab a New York Subliner code, if you watch the CDL, then you get a special cosmetic in game. Something like that. I think that would be a lot of fun to see and would give you reason to watch it, right? You could get in-game cosmetics just for watching them play in the Major 1 or Major 2 or COD Champs, whatever it might be. Also, I'd like to see them integrate a top 10 series in some way, shape, or form, because everyone loves watching top 10s, but if they were able to have the top 10 plays from Major 1 or the top 10 plays from whatever, from the Call of Duty pros for that week, and have it be part of the community tab in Modern Warfare 3 so players could see it, they could watch it. They could also host where some of the top CDL players are playing right now on Twitch. That would be great. Again, you've got to integrate more of a community feel into Call of Duty so that there's a little bit more investment from casual players. That's who you're trying to gear the game towards, and I understand that. But allowing those casual players to feel like they're part of a bigger community will only benefit you in the long run. So stop trying to resist the CDL and promote it more. Integrate it more within your game. Help grow it and make it the best it can be. That's the speech for today. That's the video. I know it's a little different than my regular content, but I really want to see the CDL be successful. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment down below what you think of anything we talked about today, the CDL, growing it, whatever, any ideas you have as well. I'd love to hear it. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.